Hello dear student, we are in the class 7 chapter number 3 part 3 of the tutorial. Our lesson is data handling, and in this lesson we will see the introduction part of bar graph and double bar graph, as well as we will focus on the exercise part, exercise 3.3. So in this tutorial first we will see what is graph. So graph are a common method to visually illustrate relationship in the data. It means a bar graph is a graphical display of data using bars of different height. So in the bar graph, suppose you are going to display the information in the terms of bar graph. So as we have the two information, first one is a, you can say, movie types, and the second one is a number of movies. Like comedy movies we have 4, action movie 5, romance movie 6, like that. So you can represent this information in the bar graph. So you can like that. So this is nothing but, as you learn, this is the x-axis, that's the vertical axis is the y-axis. So that center origin point is it representing value 0, and here 2 values there, here 4 is there, 6 is there, 8 is there, 10 is there. So it means that there is a difference of 2 number difference is there, or you can say 2 number of movie differences there. You can keep the difference 1 also, 3 also, 4. It depend on your highest value. It depend on the starting and you can say the ending value also. So here the maximum value is 6. So you can keep the difference 1 also or 2 also, but that difference should be common. Here suppose 2 number difference is there, here also it should be 2, means it is uniformly done. And here in this bar graph, here that vertical poles are there also uniform difference is there. Here 1 unit difference is there, so here also 1 unit, here also 1 unit, here also 1 unit, like that. So here downside we write the name of the movie type, and here comedy, it is representing the value 4, means the comedy movies are 4, action movies are 5, then romance movies are 6, drama movies are 1, and here scientific movies are total 4. So in this way you can represent the information in the form of the graph, so that we can easily differentiate and we can easily find the relationship also. And next one is graph. There we will see choosing a scale, how you will choose the scale. As we know, bar graph is a representation of numbers using bar of uniform width, and the length of bar depends on the frequency and the scale you have chosen. So here we will see, this is the information, this is the bar graph, and here the scale represented like that. Scale 1 unit equal to 2 movie. It can be 1 movie also in this example. So here 1 unit equal to 2 movie, means between these two given value the distance should be of 2 movie. Got that? So particularly this distance is very important. If it is somewhere wrong, your entire graph will be wrong. Drawing a double bar graph. So double bar graph is a graphical display of information using 2 bars beside each other. So in place of 1, 2 bars are there at various height. The bar can be arranged vertically or horizontally. We can use double bar graph to compare 2 data group. For example, student name is same, but here 2 information is there according to the mark quarterly and half yearly. So this student representing 2 kinds of data. This student means each and every student, they are focusing on 2 types of information, but they are belonging to the same type, means it is representing the marks. So in such a case you can use the double bar graph. For example, in one side downside you can write the name, means in x-axis you can write the names of the student, and in the y-axis you can say the marks are given. Like highest value is here, according to the information 20 is there, so you can write up to 20 or 25. Then in each mark here you can give the gapping of 5 marks. It means the scale 1 unit equal to 5 marks, and it should be uniformly done. Here also you can give the you have to give the common spacing between each of them. So here the spacing is 1 unit, and downside as we have the name. So Ashish, he is giving quarterly and half yearly exams, so all students are giving, so that's why it is in double bar graph. So here quarterly it is representing such kind of rectangle, and half yearly means shaded area is there. So you have to give like that, otherwise confusion will be there. So in quarterly Ashish is having 10 mark, and in half yearly he is having 15 marks. So second bar graph height is more. And here about Arun, first one is 15 value, second is 18. So 18 means like that. About third student Kavish, 16 marks. 16 mark means just after 10, because in between total 5 values are there. It is represented like that. Suppose 10 and 15s are there. This value is known as 11. This one is 12, 13, 14, like that you have to assume. So here Maya is there, 20 and 21 marks. So very less difference is there. This is 20, and just above the 20 is 21. Rita 9 value is there just below 10, and 15 means exactly 15. So in this way you can easily plot the graph. It's very simple, and we will see in the exercise part this concept. So exercise is started now. Use the bar graph to answer following question. Graph is given. So here downside in the x-axis dog names are there, and student they like particular pet, number of student. So dog like by total 8 student, cat like by you can say 10 student. Then here in this way you have to give the answer. First question is very simple, which is the most popular pet. So highest bar you have to check. Here it is like by 10 students, so it is most popular pet. How many students have dog as a pet? So clearly 8 is there, that value, that bar representing the value 8. So the second answer is 8. Next question, read the bar graph which shows the number of books sold by bookstore during the 5 consecutive years. Answer the following question. So that question we will see later on. First we will see the graph. So this is the graph. Here 1 unit equal to 100 book, means 100 gap is there between the two number of books. So here the first question is about how many books were sold in 1989, 1990 and 1992. You have to just observe first 1989. Here it is more than 100 and less than 20. So this value is around 180. So in 1989 180 books were sold. It is about, okay, you cannot tell here, it is difficult to tell the exact number. So here we assume it is 180. Next one is in 1990. You have to check this. This is around 475 books were sold. And then about next year 1992, it is more than 200. So it is just looking like 240 around. So 225. So you can say here 225 books were sold. Next one is in 1990. So here the second question is in which year were about 475 books sold and about 225 books sold. So 475 means 1990 clearly shown, and about 225 means more than 200. So clearly 1992, it is just about the 200. Next question is in which year were fewer than 250 books sold. So less than 250 value. So here it is less than 250. They are asking the fewer than 250. So in 1989 and less than 250 means 1992. These 2 year correctly. So fewer than 250 books. Can you explain how would you estimate the number of books sold in 1989? So you observe it is 180 around. So by reading this graph we calculate that 180 books were sold in 1989. 89. So this is the answer of this question. Now question number 3. So number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on a bar graph. How would you choose a scale? So here the information is given, the classes have been given, number of children are given. So how would you choose the scale? So here in this question, this is the information, and again you carefully observe, here you have to represent the data in bar graph. It is not given, you have to draw. So that question is quite important. The information is given and how would you choose a scale. So this is the information, and for drawing the bar graph, as you are aware about the chart paper, you can say graph paper, and in that graph paper you can draw the graph. So here first upon you have to draw there. Here I am not able to perfectly draw because I am doing it on the computer. So this is what one axis, and then you have to plot the second axis also, and here this value will be 0, and here you can start with maximum value is 135. So you can give the difference of 20 or 40 according to you. So here if you write 20, so here if you write 20 suppose, then here the next value will be what, 40. That should be uniformly done. So in this way it will be 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. So 20 difference is good, and here you should represent the bars like that. So here the first one is a fifth. Okay, you should specify the year. In short I am writing F. So as it is the fifth one, its value is 135. So according to that you have to plot that. So here suppose I am assuming this is a 40, so here it will be 60, 80, here it is 100, here it is 120. Okay, and next value will be 140. So where that what is the height of that bar? It is 135. So that point will be here. Okay, so it will be drawn like that. So this concept we will use while drawing. So finally your graph will be like that. So this is what downside we have the x-axis, and here this is what the y-axis, and this is what 135. It is exactly in between 140 and 130. If you draw in the graph paper, then you can clearly observe the value. Okay, in the plain paper it is very difficult to clearly identify the value. You can clearly identify middle values or particular values, but in between value it is difficult. So if you draw in graph paper, you can clearly identify each and every value. So 1 unit equal to here 10. You can also give 1 unit equal to 20 children also. So here fifth one is up to 135, then second one is 6 value will be what, 120 exactly. Seventh is 95, in between 90 and 100. Eighth value is exactly 100 like that, and ninth value is 90, and 10th value will be 80. It is like that. So here we have drawn it, and this is downside is the class, and this side is the number of children, where the scale is 10 children. 1 unit or 1 centimeter equal to 10 children. Next one is, you can also draw like that. This is also okay, because you know up to 80 there is no value, so you can bend that like this, and then you can give the 10 difference. This is also the standard way of drawing the graph. As you know, up to 80 there is no value, so you can start with 80 and then 90, 100 like that. So how would you choose a scale? So in the question we have already given, where 1 centimeter equal to 10 student or 1 unit equal to 10 student on y-axis. Then the second one, answer the following question. Which class has the maximum number of children and minimum? So maximum number of children means 5th, and the minimum means 10th. Okay, so 5th has maximum number of children, that is 135, and 10th has a minimum number of children, that is 80. Find the ratio of 6 to the class 8. In 6th standard, how many students are there? It is 120. Okay, so number of children in class 8. Here we have to find the ratio of class 6 to the class 8. In 8, how many students are there? Here 9th is there, 10th is there, and here 8th is there. So 8 is 100. Then finally you have to find ratio of class 6 to the class 8. So in class 6 we have 120, and in class 8 and it is given 100. So as you already learned what is ratio and all, so you have to cut that 0 and you can divide this number and then finally you get the value 6 by 5. Okay, so if you cut that both the 0 and divide by 2, you will get the answer 6 upon 5. So this is what the ratio. And next question is question number 4. The performance of student in the first and second term is given. Draw a double bar graph. So this is what subject names are common, but first term and second term marks are different. First bar represent the first term, second bar represent the second term. So your chart will be like that. So you have to give downside in the x-axis, you have to write the subject name, and here you can give the 10 difference between the two values. So 1 unit equal to 10 marks, because this side is representing marks, and this is first one is a first term, this one is second term. Here it is actually the shaded area. It is not clearly visible in this presentation, but this one is the shaded area. So here the first question is, in which subject has the child improved his performance the most? Okay, and before seeing this question, I explain this one also, as here we have the two bars. Okay, but they are belonging to the same subject. This both bar represent English, they represent Hindi. So like that it is not difficult to draw, and here you have to represent the sign also. First, second one you can give the shaded area, and on the basis of that you can easily solve the question. In which subject has the child improved his performance most? Difference of marks of first and second term you have to do, because the question is in which subject has the child improve his performance most, means that difference should be more. So clearly you have to first you do English, so it is starting with English. Okay, performance means what? Term 1 mark is given, term 2 mark is given. So that student term 1 he got 67, here he got 70, means 3 mark improvement is there. Got that? In this way you have to solve. Second, Hindi, you have to do that subtraction directly from here also. So performance is going down, so minus 7 mark difference is there. Math, performance is increasing 7 marks. Next one is science, social science. So you have to just do the difference, and on that basis you can calculate the answer. So in which subject has the child improved his performance most? Clearly in math subject. So our answer is math. In which subject is the improvement the least? So in one subject, as you know, minus mark was there, minus 7. So in that subject only the performance is less. So again we see that subject, this subject was Hindi. In Hindi the performance is going down. So here the question is, in which subject is the improvement, the least? So the second answer. In social science subject his improvement is less, because his social science subject improvement means in the sense improvement means suppose here 73 is there, so in improvement only 2 mark improvement is there. For example, here the improvement is 3 mark, here the improvement is not there, his performance is getting bad. So here the improvement of 7 mark, improvement is 4 mark, improvement is 2 mark. So it means that in the social science subject his improvement is less. Third one, has the performance gone down in any subject? In Hindi, his performance gone down, because you clearly see here Hindi subject 72 and 65. Here you see 72, here it is good performance, but here it is going down. So this is the only subject where performance is going down. So that is the answer is Hindi. Next one is fifth question. Consider the data collected from survey of colony. Draw a double bar graph. So here you have to draw a double bar graph. In x-axis you can give this name, and in y-axis you have to specify this value, and one bar is for watching and second bar is for participating, like that. You give the shaded area for the second one for getting difference. You can give 100 or 200, it's up to you. So 1 unit equals to 100 residents of the colony. So now the questions have been given. Draw a double bar graph, we have already done. What do you infer from the bar graph? Means what information you are representing. This bar graph represent the number of person who are watching and participating in their favorite sport. Which sport is the most popular? Clearly you see here cricket. Okay, so that cricket watching part is more popular. So cricket is more popular sport among the all. Okay, particularly in case of watching. Next one, which is the more preferred, watching or participating in sport? So watching sport is more preferred. Which is more preferred, watching or participating? You see each pair that watching graph is increasing, it is more than participating, so watching sport is more preferred. Then the next one is number 6. Take the data giving the minimum and maximum temperature of various cities. Here plot the graph, and then on the basis of that some questions have been given. So temperature of city is given in your textbook, and here you have to give the places name, and here temperature, there is a 5 difference according to the value, and here you have to plot double bar graph according to maximum and minimum temperature. First one is maximum, second bar represent the minimum temperature where 1 unit equal to 5 degrees Celsius. And this is your graph, and here in this question you have to calculate the difference of maximum and minimum. So here the maximum difference is their minimum, so you plot their difference like 38 minus 29. Why we are doing this? Because in the question they are preparing the differences. So here you have to calculate the difference of each and every city, means maximum value minus minimum. And as here we have calculated the difference, so on that basis some questions are given. Which city has the largest difference in the minimum and maximum temperature? Largest difference means clearly visible. Here 15 degrees Celsius is the largest temperature. Which city has the largest temperature? Jammu has the largest difference in the temperature. So on that means on this, from this table also you can give the answer, and from graph also you can give the answer. Which is the hottest city and which is the coldest? Hottest city means you see here 49, means Jammu is the hottest, and here after that you have to plot the coldest city. So Jammu is the hottest city due to maximum temperature is high, and here Bangalore is the coldest city, so you get here Bangalore. You see here the maximum temperature is 28, which is less than other, so Bangalore is the coldest city due to the maximum temperature is low. Name 2 cities where maximum temperature of one was less than the minimum temperature of other. So here maximum temperature, if you consider Bangalore, here the temperature is 28, but the minimum temperature here Ahmedabad it is 29, again Jaipur 29, so means its maximum temperature is less than the minimum temperature of Ahmedabad and Jaipur. So the answer is maximum temperature of Bangalore is 28, while minimum temperature of both city Ahmedabad and Jaipur was 29. This is the answer of this question. Name the city which has least difference between minimum and the maximum temperature. Least difference means 5 degrees Celsius is there, that is for Mumbai. Mumbai has the least difference, that is only 5 is there. So this is the questions, and in this question I request you plot the graph on a graph paper for your good practice and clear understanding. Without practice your concept will not be clear. So thanks for watching this. Thank you.